Welcome to the Numerology and Astrology for February 26, 2021. If you add all those numbers together, you get the number 15, and if you add the 1 and the 5 together, you get the number 6. The number 6 is about finding how to bring harmony, truth, and justice through full consciousness. It is a number that loves that more profound connection to others of like mind. That is why this number is a number all about spiritual groups, ashrams, community, those that support our inner soul development. It is a number that looks towards what a community needs rather than individuals themselves. It is where your spiritual self is inspired to do beautiful things creatively that also encourage others to greatness, much like how church music was so powerfully inspirational during very dark and terrible times in history. It was the beauty within churches that gave hope, uplifted spirits, and supported that group moving towards a potential that would allow for a more peaceful human coexistence. It is time for us to remember that we must work together to create a better world. Everyone must be willing to do their part. Every choice makes this world one where others feel included or excluded. The astrology today. It seems that the power comes from being with others. Also, even in the astrology, groups seem to convey a more potent and more profound message, one that you align with on an intense level. Connect with those that share your highest and most positive goals and intentions. Jupiter trines the North Node, which inspires you all you authors and teachers out there. The sharing of ideas is so important on a variety of levels. It is important to share in this COVID quarantine world in which we are living at the moment. Finding ways to connect today seem stronger than usual. The moon is in playfully proud Leo, and while at lunchtime it will fire up and square Mars, just know that is a lot of fire, and it can lead to conflicts, frustrations, and impatience. Your goals and mood seem to be a bit at odds with each other. Try not to dig in your heels into the ground, or not moving is not an option. But then, shortly, the moon moves into the detail sign of Virgo, and it will be time to get the facts straight and move forward into places where that organization becomes calming and supportive. The Sun-Saturn semi-sextile, and it makes a hectic day even heavier. It becomes difficult to enjoy things because all the responsibilities are weighing on your shoulders. Take a breath. You can do this. One baby step at a time. All things eventually resolve and shift. All things become possible with enough time and patience. You're almost there. Don't stop. Keep going. My quote for today. Water knows what it wants. It knows that it wants to flow. It flows into a lake only to flow out of a river. It seeks to merge and become one with all things in all life. Water knows that it is the glue. Water infuses all the life between you and me. And my blog for today. I look at the landscapes that I have walked in my past. I now can take them in a more full way from the snapshots of my memory. Sometimes the specialness of a moment is blended into intense emotional and spiritual stretches on many levels. Walking in the beauty of Annapurna was spectacular. Still, the intensity of the heat burning of karma, a reason you hike Annapurna, was at times overwhelming and placed me entirely at my edge. I thought I was ready for something, but once again I had miscalculated the powerful shifts this mountain could demand of my soul. Moment seeing Venice for the first time. I was standing on Lido, an island off the coast of Italy, looking towards Venice. Something strangely familiar, oddly comforting, unreasonably spiritual. A moment when the past and present merge, and time somehow stops. You are standing where you have stood in another time and place, filaments of memory connecting and saying hello across an ocean of time. It is hard to be fully present when so much is happening in one moment, hard to integrate the flashes of memories flickering in like candlelight in a darkened room. Those moments on stage where something greater than yourself takes over, a force of divinity that is the essence of dance itself. Something transcendental, timeless, uniquely human in its interpretation in this density. When the I dissolves into the energies that swirl and interconnect through artistic expression. The power of authentic embodiment, powerful, fleeting, fragile, and instinctual. So many moments when the constant explosion of life becomes deeply personal and shows how much is just beyond the mind, calling to us while patiently waiting for that moment when we are open enough to hear those tenuous whispers and follow them into the magic. Thanks, everyone.